Now, our next guests are putting Norfolk on the map globally. Filmmakers Matt Long of Bulldog Films and Danny Cotton of Fabrication Images are celebrating after securing an international distribution deal. It means their two award-winning films, Soldiers of Embers and No More Lights in the Sky, will be available to viewers in the United States and Canada. And both of them are on the line this morning. Hello, Matt. Hello, Danny.
Morning, guys. How you doing?
Yeah, good to talk to you. Now, tell me about the film, Matt, and how it's gone and how it came to be filmed in Norfolk.
Yeah, I don't know if Danny is on the line yet. They're trying to get him on. But yeah, so Soldiers of Embers and No More Lights in the Sky came about between me and Danny. So I wrote Soldiers of Embers. He wrote No More Lights in the Sky. Danny directed both, and I played a lead role in Soldiers and a small role in No More Lights. It came about because I'm an actor as well, and I'd made a lot of contacts, and I had a lead role in another feature film, and unfortunately the production company went under mid-production, always good. So using those contacts, I decided I'm going to start my own production company and make my own film. And that's when I met Danny on some other film sets, and we sort of hit it off from there.
And he's on the line. Don't worry, we'll bring Danny in a moment. And Norfolk is well, we know all the different films that have been completely filmed or partly filmed in Norfolk. It is a place that lends itself to the cinema screen, isn't it?
It is beautiful, and it's great because I'm born and bred in Norwich. It's brilliant for me because everyone has been absolutely fantastic. We've had a lot of businesses, friends, giving us locations that we can use. So it's really helped because when you're an indie filmmaker, budgets are always tight. So that really helped us to bring a really nice cinematic look, and the professional quality of the films has been remarked on. I mean, the Film Festival awards across the globe say for themselves.
That's great. Danny, you're on the line now. Morning to you.
I am. Hello. How are you?
Danny Cotton of Fabrication Images, who's been involved in this. And I think, Danny, what the two of you have done together is really impressive, because quite often when you're in the media industry, certainly the film industry, you're relying on other people to like you and like what you've done and almost be the kingmakers for you, aren't you? But to take it into your own hands, that's a way of keeping control of it and just doing what you can do.
Well, that's it. Yeah, I mean, both myself and Matt, we had great visions for the projects that we were trying to achieve here, and it became a case of we can wait around to see if we can get funding and other things to happen, but we had these stories that we really wanted to tell, and we just felt it was best to use what we had, do what we could to get them out, to tell the stories now, to kind of create a springboard for ourselves for the future, for the larger projects that we want to create later on down the line.
But even getting to the point you have, though, Danny, so many films are made, so many films don't quite make it along the way. So to even get to the point where you've got films made and they're getting distribution deals and being seen in other countries, that's a huge achievement, isn't it?
It is, yeah. As you say, I've seen so many projects that have gone through various stages of production, all the way up to through the filming stages, and they've been in the edits, and then some things fallen apart right to the last hurdle, and all it would have taken was a couple of extra steps to see that film out in the mainstream. So yeah, we just kept going, kept persevering through each stage of the process, taking out each problem as it comes, and yeah, now they're there. We couldn't be happier.
It's a great achievement. Matt, back with you. To tell me where in Norfolk might we recognise from the screen if we get to see these films?
We filmed at, seems so long ago, Sea Pauling. They're lovely and gave us permission to film there, which was absolutely fantastic, especially when you had bigger productions filmed there at the same time. We filmed at the Seven Calf on Surrey Street. Redco were fantastic. They let us use their premises for a lot of the sort of warehouse scenes, so they were really good. And I'll tell you what, watch the films because they're available in the UK as well on Amazon. So see if you can spot some locations in Norwich. I won't spoil it.
Yeah, well, this is always it's interesting, isn't it, Matt? We can watch things from all over the world, and I often make this comparison that the world in many ways has never been smaller. But the first thing that anybody does when Google Earth first came out, the thing that anybody did with the whole world at their fingertips was go and look at their own house. So there's for some reason there's nothing more exciting than seeing somewhere on the TV, is there, or on film?
Yeah.
It adds something to it.
It does, yeah, and it's great. It's just, for me, I'm so proud to obviously be from Norwich. It's just great, even the poster for Soldiers of Embers, having the cathedral in the background there, being seen around the world. Absolutely fantastic.
Yes, great. Danny, final word from you. What's next? I know you're hoping this is the start of something for the two of you.
Yes, currently at the moment I'm actually doing what was meant to be a short film, it's now a feature film that was made during lockdown. I wanted to see what the limitations of the lockdown would actually give to us rather than fight against us. So making it a kind of sci-fi-esque horror film. I've written the script in segments and I've sent off to the actors, and they're now starting to bring me back the pieces to that. And I'm also writing my new full feature script that I'll be looking for funding for, called Existence Fading, which is another dystopian sci-fi element where people are actually locked inside on purpose this time to try and help the world out in a way, and it's cool twists and turns in that as well. So yeah, there's some good stuff coming, hopefully.
Well done to the two of you. Matt Long and Danny Cotton, who've teamed up for the two films, Soldiers of Embers and No More Lights in the Sky. They are available now in the United States and Canada, which is great. In Norfolk scenes being seen in those parts of the world, but you can watch them here as well. So if you're looking for a new film to watch, something a bit of a local interest, then give it a go. Thanks very much to Matt Long and Danny Cotton, who've done so well to get a film not just off the ground, but to the extent that it's being seen in other countries, having been made in Norfolk. A great achievement. We'll keep in touch with them and certainly find out whatever they get up to next. You're listening to BBC Radio Norfolk. It's your biggest listen at breakfast. It's Chris Goreham and the team.